the appearance of Yajuj wa Majuj, Gog and Magog. And Yajuj wa Majuj are also being mentioned in the Bible and the Old Testament. In Arabic they are known as Yajuj wa Majuj, in English they are known as Gog and Magog. And they are so big in their multitude, they are so humongous in their numbers, that the Prophet ﷺ says in one hadith that once one of them dies, leaves behind 1,000 of his offspring. So you could imagine the number of these people. They're so big in their population that once they emerge and come out, they'll drink the entire lake of Galilee, Tabariya, and they would not even leave anything behind for those who come after them. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says in this hadith, describing to us their multitude and their population, their numbers, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter will call upon the father of mankind, Adam alayhi salam, and Allah Azza wa Jalla will say to him, "O Adam, take the people of the hellfire into the hellfire from your offsprings." So Adam will say, "O Allah, labbaik wa sa'daik, wal khayru kulluhu bayna yadayk." "O Allah, I respond to your call and I obey your commands, and all the goodness in your hands." Who are those people from the hellfire from my progeny? Who are those people from the hellfire from my offspring? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say to Adam, out of every 1,999 in the hellfire. So when the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum heard that, became so distressed, they became so frightened. So the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam tells his people, relax, 999 from Yajuj wa Majuj. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he says, woe unto the Arabs. And the scholars say the only reason the Prophet ﷺ used the Arabs because they were the predominant and the majority Muslims at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. But here, woe not only to the Arabs, but woe to every single human being. The day of judgment is coming near, and there is a hole that's been created in the wall and the dam of Yajuj wa Majuj, and it's only a matter of time where Yajuj wa Majuj will penetrate through that dam and wall, and they come out to people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says, until that moment comes, which is that moment before the day of judgment, Allah refers to and He says, Futihat Yajuj wa Majuj, and the dam in which Yajuj wa Majuj, Gog and Magog are blocked in, it will be penetrated, it will collapse, and then Yajuj wa Majuj, they'll swarm out on earth, they'll come out from every corner, they'll take over earth. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he says, that when Yajuj wa Majuj come out, they'll take over the entire earth. They'll dominate the entire earth. And where is that wall? And where is that mountain? We don't know where it is. No one knows except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is nothing authentic about where is that wall and where are Yajuj wa Majuj are blocked at. Another hadith, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, he says that Yajuj wa Majuj are 400,000 nations. So there are two nations divided into 400,000 nations. And he says, alayhi salatu wassalam, each time one of them dies, leaves behind an offspring of over 1,000 men carrying the sword. That's how dangerous they are. That's how corrupt they are. And that's how fearful they are. That moment will come in which, from the time of the Qur'an till our days now, they've been trying to penetrate and pierce through the wall, pierce through the dam. And every single day, they try and dig through the dam, dig through the wall, until they start seeing the ray and the sunbeam. And then they'll say to themselves, let's go and rest. So they'll go and rest. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the wall go back as strong as it used to be before they start digging into it. Then they'll come again and they'll start digging through the wall and digging through the dam until they start seeing the sunbeam. And then they'll say, let's come the following day and continue digging. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the wall go back the way it was before they were digging. Until that day they will dig and dig and dig until they see the ray of the sun and see the sunbeam. And then they'll say, let's come back tomorrow, insha'Allah, by the will of Allah, and continue digging. At that moment Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep it the way they left it. And then they'll dig, and then they'll penetrate through it. And they'll come out. They'll come out after Isa alayhi salam, Jesus, the son of Maryam, after he kills and destroys Antichrist.